I'm gonna continue working on lovely Clove here. So yesterday I made good progress. Today I want to make even more. I'm trying to bring up her photo, and I have her photo here. So I think the rest of the goal today is I'm gonna work on her chest and the paws, the ears, maybe the rest of the body here because I'll have those colors mixed. So yeah, that'll be for today's plan. I know it looks kind of funny, especially now. It looks like her body's really tiny, but actually her body's not uh like this. It's actually more curved like this. So I'm gonna make it even softer and more fuzzy so it gives that illusion that she's sitting kind of tilted backwards, not sitting like this, but like this. If that makes any sense. It'll make sense once I paint it. You'll see what I mean. Hi, Ka. Hello, how you doing? Good to see you here. But yeah, gonna work on Little Clove. Super exciting. I like the yes, the pet the Kirby. Pet the cat. So unfortunately, since these were all acrylic paints, it all dried. Well, it's not unfortunate that it's acrylic. I want it to be, but it's unfortunate the acrylic paints dried already. So I have to basically remix all my colors, which that's okay. Aw, thank you, Caw. Thank you for the Kirby hearts and the Charles. And how you doing today, Caw? What you up to? Hey, hi, Win. How you doing? Caw, why you send a crying Kirby? Why the crying Kirby? Don't make me sad. No. The questionable Kirby now. Alright, it's just one of those days. So, let's work on the white of her fur. So I'm gonna mix a little bit of gray for that shadow. Gonna add a little bit of water to it. I'm glad you're doing good, Win. That's good. I'm doing good. I'm just just painting here. Getting ready to paint and yeah. Doing good. Actually, I was off stream. I was pretty productive on getting things ready for my next show. So I'm feeling pretty good. I still have a lot to do. I still feel like I'm like somewhat kind of con crunching a bit. But I think I'll be all right. I'm actually finally feeling like I'll be okay. So, yeah. Alright, so moving my palette aside. I know I need to like clean off this palette because it's getting very heavy with all this paint. Oh, Ka, I know that little creature. That was from an anime. Didn't you take like a little screenshot, make a little sticker of it? I'm like, that little green fox looks really familiar. I think I remember seeing that. Watching that anime with you. I don't remember which anime it was in though. What it was from. I don't remember. What is it? Pota? Is that the name? Did I pronounce that right? But yes, I'm just working now, continuing with the fur like I did yesterday, where I'm using the brush strokes to go in the direction of her fur. And I know, yep, and I know I was explaining yesterday again how to make it look like she has a little fur. Still keeping that theme. I want to make sure she looks soft, like you could actually pet her. This painting. Is that a little popcorn bucket, Lynn? Looks like a little popcorn. Just enjoying the show. Good. I'm glad you're enjoying watching. She's a cute cat. She's a good girl. Oh, it's a ghost with popcorn. I could tell it was a little robot, but oh yeah, it is a little ghost. That's cute. A little ghost with popcorn. Yeah, you probably noticed too, like all my other paintings, I'm constantly moving the canvas. It's funny, I call it a canvas, even though it's not canvas, it's a wood block, but I don't know. I just I don't know, really like any surface is the canvas I'm painting on. Ah, the fairy bot. Yes. Yeah, and then I'm just continuing. At least the white part of her fur is fairly simple because it's like not as many colors. All I did was white and black. And it actually is a lot easier to work with because there's less colors. In some paintings, depending on the color scheme, I'll add in a little bit of blue in this case, I didn't find it very necessary because there's a lot of red and browns, and I feel like if I did blue, it'll just look like her fur's blue, which I don't want it to look like that. Could add it a little bit of brown. But also, again, I didn't want it to look tan. I wanted it to be like pretty clean white. Which I think is working out. I think it's looking good. Yeah, and if you missed yesterday's VOD on how to on how I started this little cat painting, I posted it on YouTube, and it should be today at 1, I believe, is when I scheduled it. How she got started. There we go. Sweet. And I found a smaller brush when digging through my brushes that I was like, ooh, this one could work really nicely for some of the smaller strokes. And if you notice, like, I'm kind of like just one pass with each fur. With each stroke of fur, just one pass. So it's like you gotta know exactly where that's gonna go, where that brush stroke's gonna go. And that's a skill I picked up when I did porcelain painting. Just full commitment with one brush stroke. I'm hoping to do porcelain painting again this summer, but we'll see what ends up happening with the classes. Might not happen, unfortunately, which I'm kind of sad, but what can you do, right? And then that's okay. I'd like to do more porcelain work. Actually, porcelain's a lot of fun. It's completely different than most of the mediums that I work with. So it's good, it's fun, it's challenging. Yeah, Win, it is exciting. But we'll see what happens this summer with art classes. Things are kind of on hold right now, which is okay. That's how it goes sometimes. That's how life be. It kind of looks goofy right now. She kind of looks like she has like a beard or something. And I notice it keeps like wanting to drift off. I should have brought the camera closer to like right here rather than here, but oh well. I didn't adjust it correctly this morning when I was trying to figure out my setup, but oh well. I'm still somewhat comfortable. There we go. And I'm gonna blend this. She does. She looks like she has this fluffy beard. I do enjoy doing pet portraits. I think they're a lot of fun. I think they're really cute. And owners of those pet portraits really like them too. They're not so critical as if it was themselves. Because if it's themselves, they're like, oh God, do I really look like that? It's like, yeah, you do. But with pets, they're like, oh, so cute. Because they see their baby and they go, oh, cute. Their little fur baby. Yeah. Alright, now that her little chest is done, we'll do her chin. Which I want to make sure has like contrast because I don't want it to look like it's all one, which will be tricky to do, especially that it's like white fur on white fur. But I know what I'm doing. Kinda, sorta. Kinda know what I'm doing. I kinda know what I'm doing. She's so cute. Look at that. Yeah. So even though it's just tiny work right now, it's all work that will. It all comes together. Just a peaceful morning painting. We'll see how far I get today. I actually hope to get quite a bit done. I think I will. I actually feel like a good amount of motivation to keep working and keep going today, so. Off to a good start so far. There we go. See, I feel like it's the tiniest little brush strokes. It's like tap, 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 tap. Little taps here and there. Aw, thank you, Win. Thank you. It does make it easier, though, that she is a cat with a lot of fur characteristics. Kind of like, you know, she has like distinct markings that are hers. It would have been harder if she was all just one solid color. Excuse me, sorry. Just a one sneeze. I'm so surprised. Usually it comes in twos, but excuse me. Oh, thank you, Wen. Thank you. And as you can see, as like the paint dries and I try to blend it, sometimes it dries before I can completely blend it, so I have to keep going back and forth until I get it. Yeah, she's a cutie. She's so cute. Maybe I'm biased, but I do love kitties. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have much for the commentary today, because I'm just like, kind of, I'm just vibing. I'm just chilling. Some days are like that. Like when I'm off stream and I'm just painting, I either have like some kind of movie or show on, and or music a lot of the times. I'll go through phases. I'll go through phases where I'm like, oh no, I want a show or I want a movie. And I'll just sit and I'll paint and I'll just be peaceful. You know, it's kind of like my little happy place. It's how I refill. Like, yes, my art's my work. It is, but it's also like my sanity. I actually do start to get stressed if it becomes a couple of days where I haven't painted. I haven't painted or drawn anything, or it helps ground me and regroup me. Cats are little gremlins. I know. I agree with you, Win. Same here. I love cats, but sometimes they're silly and unpredictable. Or they can be. Depends on the cat. Some are just sweet no matter what. Sometimes some of them are mischievous. She's mischievous. She's a super sweet cat, super social, but oh my gosh, she will get into things. I mean, look at that face. She'll get into things. Any movies I've seen recently? No, I actually haven't. I've been just so busy, like, so busy working and that kind of stuff. I haven't seen any new movies that have come out or anything, and I feel like I'm kind of in the loop, kind of not in the loop. I don't know. What about you, Wen? Have you seen any good movies recently? What's good? What's good that's playing right now? Yeah, I don't know. So even like when I was like dog sitting, I do bring my paintings to work. Well, some of them, like the smaller ones that are easy to travel with, and I'll play music or I will watch TV just to keep me in the doggo's company. And I rewatched a few animes just on as the background. I rewatched the Apothecary Diaries, which visually super pretty. Um, but also it's like really good. It's a good story. I like it. And also too, it didn't have like too many like action scenes or in it or anything, so it's kind of like didn't freak the dogs out. It's mainly just people talking, so the doggos were peaceful while I had it on. Surprisingly, they are sensitive. They are sensitive to noise. Which one? Ander? I haven't heard of that movie. I didn't even know. What is it about? I like movies. I like seeing new movies. I just haven't given it time. And is that how you pronounce it? Andor? Is that correct? Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. I swear, like, I love Star Wars, but I can't keep up with all the different Star Wars movies, TV shows, all the different Star Wars stuff that's coming out. I cannot keep up. I wish I could, because I love Star Wars. It's like, I don't think a lot of people realize actually how big of a Star Wars fan I am because I don't create a lot of Star Wars art and I don't cosplay any Star Wars characters, even though I have so many that are on my cosplans. Um, but no, I can't keep it. I might have to give that one a shot though, because I really like Rogue One. Rogue One was really good. Okay, her first kind of creating this like weird little pattern here, which I'm not sure what it is. Kind of looks like a scary like branches, which I definitely do not want. Don't know what's going on about that. I'll fix it. I'll make it look better. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. I'm all for like continuing world building and adding more layers and more depth to things. I'm all for that. Sorry, I'm also like way concentrating. High concentration right now. But it's okay. Feel free to chat in the chat. To text in the chat. You're all good. I just had a moment where I'm like, I'm not breathing. Concentrating too much. Turning out pretty cute. Pretty good. Happy with it so far. Oh, wow. That's an interesting way to look at it. Okay, I'm even more intrigued now. I'll have to check it out. Yes. Cute. Cute. There's like fuzzies. Fur from the animal ears. There's so much fur floating around in this room. Fortunately not Clove fur because she's not allowed to just hang out in here. When she does, she likes to get into things. She likes to check out all the stuff. And not all my projects are like cat proof. So not necessarily allowed. Yeah, so there we go. Almost done with this part, and then I'll move on to something else. Maybe her nose. I'll do her nose next. Then that can be complete. I don't know why I didn't do her nose before. She doesn't have like, you know how some cats have like the little perfect pink nose? She doesn't have that. Her nose is black. So I don't know why I just didn't paint it all at once. Because I had the colors mixed, but oh well. That's just how it is sometimes. That happens all the time. As like I'll create something and then I'll like step away from it and I'll come back and I'll be like, why did I do it like that? What was I thinking? Like that is an odd choice. Odd choice that past self made. I don't know, I think I was trying to focus so hard on the fur, like just getting like the mix of the orange and blending it into the black. Oh, hello, Blood. How you doing? Good to see you here. I know, right? Boop the nose. Boop. Hey, it's Nacho. Hi, Nacho. How you doing? Awesome, awesome. Good. We're just chilling here. Yeah, got a good little group here. Yeah. Can see the progress I've already made. Haha. She's coming along. That's good. I'm glad you both are doing good. That is awesome. Yay. Do. Want to add some little highlights here. Just like small little touches. Touch. And I'll work on her nose. I mixed up some more of the brown black color that I had from yesterday. Or I mixed up just like how I had it yesterday. That stuff's already dry. And fill in her little nose. Now her nose kind of blends in, but I do want to, in the painting, this is where like an artistic kind of look kind of comes in, where I do want to add some kind of different dimensions, so when you just look at it, it doesn't look like she has no nose. Like, I want it to be really clear, like, yep, that's her nose. Oh, did you write a meme above, Win? What did you say? Oh, did you? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry about that, Win. I didn't see that. Hold on, I'm reading it now. Clove behind the door. You make a monument of me, yet you won't let me in. Yep, that's pretty much the cat talk. That's how the kitty talks. She's like, oh, you do a portrait of me, but yet I can't come in? Blasphemy. No, actually what's funny is that she doesn't get offended by like anything. She doesn't. She's not offended. Like, she can come up and like try to like paw at you. Like, I'll be eating and she'll be pawing at the food, wanting food, and then I just go no, and I pick her up and I place her down and she stays. And I don't know, like, you might be like, well, yeah, because she wants the food. And it's like, well, I've had other cats in the past who will be like, you touched my fur and you didn't give me food. I'm so offended, and like walk away or something. Nope, she stays. Or like we'll have to cut her nails. Her nails grow and they grow really fast and really sharp. And we'll cut her nails. She'll try to wiggle her way out of it and hate it and everything. Once her nails are done being cut, we'll set her down and she stays with us. She doesn't run off. She doesn't hide. She doesn't go, how dare you? You cut my nails. She's like, no, I'm good. Mad in the moment, but okay now. She's so funny. She isn't a chill cat. Like, she's chill when she's sleeping. But when she's in play mode, oh my gosh. She is mischievous when she's in her play mode. Mischievous, I tell ya. Super curious about everything. wants to know everything, wants to be a part of everything. Alright, we gotta make this nose boop worthy. I'm trying to like blend in these highlights before it all dries. So hard to do with acrylics, oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm like also massively concentrating in the moment here because it's very tiny. It's with a tiny brush, and actually my acrylic paint's starting to dry on my brush, so it's really not wanting to blend. If I can just get this one little part done, then I'll be happy. It's like tap, 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 trying to blend it. Tap, tap, tap. There we go. Boop worthy nose. Exactly. But yet so cute. And we all love her. We all love her so much. I'm actually really, really happy to have a kitty again. There was a little bit of time where we didn't have a cat, and I've grown up with cats, so my house felt very weird without a kitty. It just felt weird. I wasn't used to it. So it's good to have a little cat back. I know on that side, which I was messing with before, is not perfect with the blending, but I'm gonna give it a minute, and then I'll like retouch it up with some dark, and it should be good. I don't even know if all this work that I'm putting into it catches on the camera. No, it it looks so much more dramatic in person than on the camera. I like look over and I'm like, it still looks like a dark blob. There we go. There we go. Oop, the nose. She totally does look like she's ready to make some kind of deal. Some kind of... Like, alright, we agree that I get all the treats in the house. Boop. Boop. Alright. Since I do have these, like, darker colors now mixed, I could start working on the body over here. And this is going to be a little tricky because I have to give it that illusion that she's kind of sitting back. Yep, so I'm first putting down the darker color, and then I'll go back in and I'll add in her orange spots, which I haven't even mixed yet, but I think I put all the colors down on my palette. Should probably mix those before they get dried up. I'm like, oh yeah, I did give all my colors that myself all the colors that I'll need. Adding a little bit of water so I have a little bit more playability. Oh no. I hope that you wouldn't destroy this one. No, I don't want her to. Also, I don't think she could. Don't think she'd be able to. Because it's like wood. Also, it's like a wood block, so I don't think she'd have any interest in it. Even if I showed it to her, she'd be like, boring. Boring. My gosh, it was so cute. The other day I was so I was painting, or I was just working in my office here, and up on my computer I was watching an anime, and on the anime a cat appeared on screen, and Clove instantly was like interested in whatever was going on. Like she could recognize that it looked like a cat, and she hopped up on my chair and started staring at the screen. It was really cute. She actually does watch TV. A couple of times we've played that cat TV on YouTube where they have like the recordings of the birds in the forest or the mice. And she used to love it, but I think she quickly lost interest because she learned really fast that you can't catch those objects that are on the screen that look like mice or bugs or birds. So she's like, oh, you can't actually catch them. Not interested anymore. She loves it though when we're watching TV and there's like a lady with dangly earrings, and then the dangly earrings move and she loves to like go after the jewelry. She's so funny. That'll pique her interest. We do love cats, yes. Yeah, and she's funny. She's a cool cat. Alright, so now that I have this kind of base color here, well, I want to actually add in more of a fur texture, but not super detailed, because again, I want it to look like it's behind her, like her body's like, it's in perspective. I'll blend this last part and then I'll go and mix the orange colors. Yeah, and then adding little bits of fur. She kind of has like these little like patches of orange brown around her and mixed in with the black. I guess that's what makes her different from a calico, rather like makes her a tortie instead of a calico, is that her colors are like, it's not like spots, it's like blended together. All right. Now I'll mix her orange colors. Bring my palette over this way. A little bit of white, orange, and I know this palette's full. It's actually amazingly, all these colors are dry, except for what I was just working with. So but I gotta clean it because it's kind of getting annoying to work with. So I have orange, yellow, and burnt sienna. And then I'll add more white to make things lighter. I think I accidentally put in a lot of burnt sienna. I'll add some more yellow. Add in more white. Actually, just need more white. There we go. And keep mixing my colors. Yeah, something like that. That works. Alright, and then I need a darker, kind of more brown, where I have this raw umber to kind of make more of shadow colors. Thank you, Win, for posting the Discord. Yeah, anyone watching and you're not already part of the Discord and you want to be part of it, feel welcome to join. It's just fun place for artists to hang out and share your art if you wish to. It's cool to see others, and it's just a fun place. I also announce whenever I'm going live. Alright, now that I got my colors mixed, gonna bring this back here. And I'm gonna blend this orange with this like brown. Yeah, and I'm on purpose kind of making it lighter because I want it to give that perspective that she's sitting like this. And again, I'm kind of doing what I was doing before where she has her spots of color, but I'm also really blending it. And I'm blending it using like water to mix in with the paint. And I'm keeping my brush wet as well. Not sopping because you can see that there's not like pools of water, but on the wetter side. Oh my gosh, and a giant fuzzy from it from one of the cosplay animal ears just dropped in the paint. I was like, no. In the trash you go. Be gone. It's okay, Win. All's good. It was just kind of like, no. Why? And I realized too, in my painting, I never added any dimension whatsoever with the background. I just put the first layer down, got excited about painting Clove, and never went back to painting it. So I'm like, why does it also look weird? And it's like, oh, because the background's not even painted. It's just the first layer. So I have to go back and I'll finish the background too. Oh, hello. Hello. Mr. Wait, yeah, Mr. Hangman. Hello. How you doing? Welcome. Yeah, here just painting, chilling. Sorry if I do apologize if I am a little late to answering comments. Because I'll be like concentrating on painting and then I'll be like, "Oh wait, yeah, I'm streaming. There's a chat." So but yeah, no worries though. Just sometimes I'm like concentrating so hard that I'm like not breathing. Especially with acrylics here, which dries super, super fast. So I gotta max concentration. But it's all good. Feel free to chat. I'll I'll see your comment. Oh, you do? Oh, that's super cool. What kind of things do you paint, Mr. Hangman? Alrighty, Nacho. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Yeah, all artists welcome. And there we go. So as you could see, I'm just adding, just continuing. And I gotta move quickly because I want it to be very blended. But oh my gosh, these acrylics dry so fast. Again, I've gotten too used to oils. Like, oh yeah, I'm not working with oils, huh? Where it's so much time to blend. Not in this case. Oh, you do? Oh, fun! That's awesome, Hangman. That is awesome. So Hangman, you feel it when I'm like, I have to work fast. I gotta dry. The paint's drying. It's drying so fast. You're probably like, yep, been there. Yeah, landscapes are always fun. That's always a fun paintings to do. Fun and relaxing. Mother Nature's super pretty. Always super inspiring with all the colors and everything. Especially with all the different kinds of landscapes you could possibly do. You know, something also nice though about acrylics is since I have to move quickly, I'm like forced to move quickly. It like keeps my focus. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Acrylics do dry a lot faster than watercolors. Watercolors are fun, but yeah, you have to like with watercolors, you have to kind of sit and wait a minute for it to dry, and sometimes it'll even take the day. I know a couple of watercolor artists, and they'll end up having like a couple of projects all in a line, and they'll do like the first layer on all of them, let them dry, second layer on the next, because otherwise you're just kind of, you do one by one, you're like sitting around like, okay, what do I do next? That's how it is with like the oil paints, I feel like. Sometimes I'm like, okay, well, this section's like, this is as far as I can go until I need to dry next time. And then there's acrylic, where it's like, wait, I just put this color down. It's like, it's already dry. Can't move. Have to move on now. At least with the fur here, I can kind of be a little somewhat loose with it, which is fun. And it is fun to see the brush strokes in the fur. Oh yeah, no, Mr. Hangman, I totally agree with you on that. Of that acrylics are like when you're painting a sky and working with acrylics, oh my gosh, it's so hard to blend. It's not terrible if it's on a small canvas, but if you're working on a large canvas, oh my gosh. Especially if you're trying to do like a sunset or something like that. Oof. I know. It's that's a difficult one. So you're like trying to blend this one area and then all of a sudden the next area is already dry. Trying to get it all seamless. That's where oil paintings are a lot of fun. Skies are fun to do in oil. Just because you can get this seamless blend. It's so nice. Oh wow. 24 by 36. That's big. That's a big canvas. Oh my gosh. Ooh, an eclipse. Oh, those, I bet that would be fun to paint. Anything with sky and celestial will be fun. Yeah, it's a big painting. Big paintings are fun. They can be intimidating though. I gotta do some bigger paintings on stream. I mean, I want to. I'll just have to figure out how to redo this whole setup. Because right now I have it for tiny canvas. I've done bigger things. Yeah, like a big one that I have working on right now. I gotta blend this little leg here, but I'll show you. I'll move my chair. Um, okay, that did not blend as I wanted it to, but I can go back and I'll go back in. There we go. I have like this big one right here that I've been working on for a while. It's been on pause for a really long time. I'm hoping to get back to her. She's kind of like a cyberpunk ballerina. That'll be fun to finish. That's an oil though, so I could really get all those neon colors like blended and stuff. Yeah, I want to finish that one. That one's super close to being done too. I just got so busy with other projects and other things. Oh well, it happens. That happens too, where I start too many projects and then all of a sudden, like, wait, I need to finish actually some of these that I've started already. Hold on. Oh, that's true. Yeah, my next show is coming up. I know. Ah. I'll get everything done. I'll be fine. Mm-mm-mm. Hold on, what am I doing? Okay, now I know what I'm doing. For 2 seconds, I was like, wait, where was this color gonna go? What am I doing? I remember. Okay, almost done. Almost done with this part at least. That's what I was meaning. Yeah, if you want to join the Discord, yeah, Hangman, if you want to enjoy the join the Discord, we're all pretty chill. This is a fun place to another place to share your art, hang out with artists. Yeah, and feel free to post some of your paintings if you want to, if you feel like sharing. No pressure at all. It's all open to everyone. Yeah. Yay, glad to see you're part of the server. It's growing. It's small now, but it's growing. Yeah. Yep, I did. I actually, yeah, as Call answered it there, I did it for, it was a commission for Greg Baldwin, who's the voice of Uncle Iroh. So that was super cool. I literally just finished another character of his, Aku from Samurai Jack. I just finished a painting and I shipped it off yesterday. So yeah. That definitely a very cool commission to do, to be able to create. Ooh. Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome. Well, if you want to share on the Discord your painting of Azula, I think that would be really cool to see. Yeah, feel free to share. I'd like to see that. I really like doing like fan art kind of stuff like that. I think it's a lot of fun. It's really cool you got her voice actor uh to sign it as well. That's awesome. Yeah, why Greg commissioned me to do those two paintings is so even though I do traditional art, I also um like repurpose it in a very modern way where I'll make stickers and poster prints and that kind of stuff out of my work. Um So he wanted me to basically design him posters for when he goes to shows and that kind of stuff and does meet and greets with fans and has, those posters to sign in rather than like screenshots. Yes, along with the screenshots from the show, but also wanted a piece of art that he can sign and then fans can purchase. So that was the point of the two posters, or the two paintings to be turned into posters. So really exciting that here's my art that's gonna be enjoyed by fans and attached to this memory of meeting him at a con. Like, I think that's super cool. Also, very flattered to be able to do that commission. Yeah, you're all good. Take your time. No rush at all. And I know what it's like when you're like, where is this? I have so many photos, so many paintings. Where is it? Where is the photo of it? Oh my gosh, I just checked the time and time flies by so fast. Especially when I'm having max concentration. There we go. And it's a lot of like applying color, reblending, reapplying, reblending. Especially, at least with this technique, it does add and create to that fur-like texture. Just I want to keep it looking soft. I want to make sure her fur looks soft. Because she does. Oh, and she definitely takes care of her fur too. That is very true. As for Friday's stream, I don't quite know yet what I'll be working on. I could continue on Miss Clove. I don't know if I'll necessarily wait for the stream to continue to work on her or if I'll work on her off stream. I do have a lot of things ready to get ready for the next show, so probably not, unless if I'm just like, I feel like painting something, which happens. Sometimes I just feel like relaxing and painting something. I can continue. I have some other projects that I still need to finish. Like the DJ that I was working on. I also have like the sushi and dumplings that I drew a sketch for that everyone seems super interested in seeing. I'm open to suggestions of any current projects that I'm working on if you all want to see. I think that it'd be fun to watch. There we go. My gosh. This darker color almost. My darkest dark is almost all dried up now. And if you like seeing me work with the acrylics too, I do have quite a few projects that I like drew a sketch for like a long time ago. And I started painting, or I haven't even, like, I started but didn't finish, halfway kind of done thing. Or it was just a sketch and I haven't actually started painting it. So if you want to see those, and you like seeing the wood block kind of projects, I can work on that too. See, so many options. That's the thing with me. You never quite know what you're gonna get. Aw, thank you, Mr. Hangman. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm always working on something. Something different. And I don't just paint either. I am a mixed medium artist. I also do cosplay. And like one day I really needed to get this one cosplay done and I brought on some sewing. So it was like hand sewing on the stream, working with foam another stream. Yeah, you truly don't know. I'm truly don't know what you're gonna get with me. Which I don't know. I think it keeps it fun and exciting. At least it keeps fun and exciting for me. Yes, yes, dancing dinosaur, dancing Kirby. I know so many people always say, like, as an artist, like, focus on one thing. But I find that so hard to just find one thing to, like, specialize in. I don't know. I get inspired by so many different mediums, art styles, subjects. Just, I don't know. I get inspired by lots of different things all the time. And I want to try, I want to experiment, I want to learn. So I think that's why I have just so many interests. It's so broad. I'm like, no, I don't want to just only do one thing. I want to do many things. And it's funny because whatever I learn from one like medium, I end up bringing over to another medium. That happens a lot. Like my knowledge from one thing goes to another. Like for instance, one of the big things is you know, in art, in painting, we talk about composition and focal point and that kind of thing. Well, I actually bring that into my cosplay where I'll even think of what's the focal point of this costume? What's the point? What's the message that I'm trying to share? It's so much more than just, oh, I'm just dressing as my favorite character. Um, what do I want to really shine in this creation? So, and I think about that when creating my pieces. I've also crossed, like, done crossovers where I've created paintings with foam scraps. So I'll do foam smithing, and all my scrap pieces I end up saving because I think they're cool texture. I'm a texture person. And I'll glue that on my canvas and I'll paint right over it, and it creates these super cool looking paintings. Um, I'm also, yeah, it leaves me to constantly, like, experiment. And some things I will try something and I'm like, that's okay. I tried it once, won't do it again. Other things I'll be like, okay, I found a new style that I really like. I found a new part of myself. Okay, that's all right, Mr. Hangman. Don't worry about it. I'm sure the Zula painting will pop up. It will probably pop up when you're not expecting it, when you're not even looking for it or something. You'll probably be looking for another photo in your phone, and then all of a sudden it'll pop up, and you're like, there it is. So you're all good. Ooh. Oh, that's so cool, Mr. Hangman, that you're doing animation. Ooh, that's cool. See, animation, oh my gosh, I have so much appreciation for animation. I don't understand it. I've never tried it either, but I have huge, huge appreciation. But yeah, start making little shorts. That sounds cool. Yeah, and you know what? Sometimes I feel like as artists, I think this depends on what kind of artist you are, but we kind of ebb and flow with life, and one at one point of your life you might be really inspired by one thing and be creating a lot of that one thing, and then another part of your life you'll notice that you kind of flow and drift into another aspect and another medium subject. I think we're always changing and evolving as people. So, and that's okay. I think society sometimes puts too much pressure on you must decide one thing and then dedicate your whole life to that one thing, which works for some people. But if you're someone that you're constantly changing and evolving and moving, you got to deal with what works with good for you and what feels right to you. And I think that's okay. You know, I will share something a little bit about my own art journey is for a long time I didn't know where my I knew I wanted to be an artist and I knew I wanted to create and I love creating, but I kind of didn't know where to take my art and what to do with it, like where is it going? And it really wasn't until a few years ago when I started doing shows and like at conventions and stuff and having my own art booth and um there I felt like I found my people. I feel like I found like I'm like this is it. Feels right to me. This is what I want to do is travel around, do shows and, sell my work and not just the originals, but like create the originals into many things like poster prints, stickers, pins, all the fun things. Um, I I I don't know. It kind of just clicked for me, and it just made sense. And then I'm like, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm going for. So everyone's different, and I'm sure one day that you'll all of a sudden have the same realization where you'll experience something and you'll be like, yep, that's me. That's where I'm going. That feels right. And just be patient with yourself. That's and I think as artists, every artist is different. Every journey is different, and that's what kind of makes it sometimes hard to be like, well, where do I fit in? Where does my art fit in? Um, because there is no cookie cutter kind of formula to being an artist. There is no like, oh, you do this step and then this step and then this step and then you see success. Like, no. It's very free flowing. Oh, hello. And then and another new person. Give me a minute and my sometimes I have a funny way of I want to say thank you to the new follower. I have a funny way of decoding words. So, il oh gosh. I'm so sorry. Il ma Safi? I hope that's how I pronounce it. I'm so sorry if I pronounce it wrong, but thank you to the new follower. Thank you. I'm so glad that you liked enjoying watching the kitty. Yes, dancing dinosaur win. Ah, it's Safa. Oh my gosh. Hello, hello. Ah, thank you for the follow. I didn't know you watched Twitch. What? I didn't know you. Well, thank you for joining. Oh my gosh. Aw, thank you. Aw, that means a lot. And I see what you're saying, Mr. Hangman. Um, you know what? If animation feels right to you, I say go for it and see where that takes you. And you know what? In a way, you writing your books, you could take your stories from your books and move it into your animation. Maybe for whatever um universal reason, if you believe in the universe and how things are meant to be, like what's meant to be when meant to be. Maybe those stories were meant to be animated. I don't. I say if it feels right to you, go for it. And so, aw, and seriously, thank you, Safa, for following. Thank you. Yeah, I'm streaming. I normally stream Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So yeah, that'd be awesome to have you stop by. And I don't know, Safa, if you have Discord or not, but if you have Discord, you're more than welcome to join the server as well. That'd be awesome. Oh, I see. Win has already. You're on the ball, Win. I see how you're all good. Thank you, Win. Hey, that's okay, Mr. Hangman. You know, that's how things build over time. No one ever has anything that's like super um no one starts with like any story that's really big, you know, like and it just like explodes. Um you definitely want to yeah, everything starts small, you know? It's just and that's how things begin and then it builds up over time. So honestly, that sounds perfect. A story with 4 or 5 characters, that sounds perfect. Oh, wow. That's a lot. That's a lot of books. Ah, I see. So you could kind of like just put one book after the other kind of thing. That's a good idea. Well, I wish you the best of luck, Mr. Hangman, with writing and your animation. It sounds like all good stuff. It sounds like all good stuff. Sorry, all of a sudden I just started talking there and I didn't realize. I'm like, oh, I stopped painting. I just started talking. I know I'm very, very passionate about when it comes to not just art, but like making, like being an artist. Um, I come from a family of artists, so I understand how much hard work it takes and the passion, the drive that you need to have. And there's so many different forms of art too. So many different ways to create. Oh yeah, Win, I think I remember you telling me about your fantasy, like your fantasy world. Sounds super cool. I know, Win, you have some good book ideas too. Some really good stories or story ideas. Yeah. Sorry, I got concentrated. That's super cool, Mr. Hangman. I totally relate to that. When I was a little teen, well, actually, all through my teen years, I wrote books, and at one time I was like, I want to be an author. And I had this whole world and everything, and I wanted to write all these stories about all these different characters and stuff. And I will say, and I filled so many journals of books. Some are finished, some are not finished. Um, I actually used to write in class, like if we got all our homework done in class and most kids would like, talk and mingle. I was the one who pulled out my journal and started writing the novels that I had ideas for. I have read some of the books that I had written back then, and I will say I like my ideas. I don't think I'm a very good writer. I don't think it was very good, but I will say that like I'm like, okay, the concepts are kind of cool here, but I realize I'm never going to go back and rewrite them or even finish writing some of the novels, but I kind of like rereading them got me a little sad because I'm like, I don't want these characters to just vanish or disappear. So I think one day I want to do a whole collection of paintings where I paint some of my OCs in their world that I imagined it to be, so that they can maybe, if they don't live on in the books, they can live on in my paintings. There are a couple characters I've painted, um, but I would kind of like to redo some of the paintings. I think I was like okay-ish with my character design. Some of them are okay. I could always like, revamp them. They get a massive update. That's super cool, Mr. Hangman. That's awesome. That's true, Win. That's true. Where it's like, you write the story. Like, I have this concept. Yeah, that's how the Star Wars universe grew to be so big. Which I think is so cool. It's like most of the lore from it is just fan fictions, but it's considered canon. Super cool. Not gonna lie, when I was a little teen, that was kind of like a big dream. Was like, I'm like, if it ever gets big and like it has a big fan base, if I wanted it to open it up to people to continue building the world, like be open to like people creating fan art and people writing and continuing to expand already this like massive world that I had in my head. That was kind of a silly little dream. I just call it a silly little dream now because I'm like, well, no, I'm doing painting and cosplay, but you know what? I want my characters to live. I want them to continue to grow, so they might turn into paintings. Which some of them have. A couple of my characters are in paintings, and it's funny because I guess they look like real characters because people always try to guess who they are. And I'm like, no, that's just an OC. Don't break your brain. Don't think about it too much. Oh. Mr. Hangman, that seems like a very interesting story. That seems cool. I like it. I could like it from what you're like describing, it does seem very visual, which I think as a like an animated kind of like short series or like just if you were to animate the stories, it seems like it would translate well, at least from what you described there. I think that's super cool. Thank you, Mr. Hangman, for sharing. And I just looked at the time, and it is the time that I normally end this stream. I know it was a little late, and I'm not at a very good stopping point either, so I'll just try to finish this back paw, which is kind of proving to be a bit tricky for me. But then I'll like call the stream there. I know, Win. Sad, sad. Tears. I'll finish this back paw and then I'll call up the stream there. I'll at least do the first layer and do all the detailed stuff afterwards. Anyway, I was a little late to my own stream. Whoops. So I'll make up for the lost time. Kind of, sort of. Try to. . I think I'll like the fur texture and stuff I will do next time. And I know the back foot kind of looks wonky right now because, I mean, this is just flat. It's supposed to be the couch, so it's like all pillowy. And it'll surround the cat. Also, I'll have fun painting her little toe beans. I definitely want to take time on the toe beans. I'll just blend this last part here. Is her foot 100% where I want it to be? No. But, and it kind of looks funny. But, I shall call it here and I'll fix it later. Because otherwise I'll like sit here for another hour trying to figure out how to fix it. Which I got things to do today. I actually have a lot to do today. A lot to get done. Busy, busy. There we go. Okay. You know what? It's not perfect, but it is okay for right now. Ish. I'll fix it. I'll fix her little toe beans. Aw. Thank you, Win. Thank you, Mr. Hangman. Thank you. Oh, yes. I will look at your art. I will not forget. I will definitely do that. Meow, back to you, Caw. Well, thank you everyone for joining today. Thank you, thank you. I think I made really good progress on little Miss Clove. Clove the Noodle. um, I will be back same time on Friday, and we'll see what I'll work on. Maybe a Clove, maybe some cosplay stuff. We'll see. Aw, thank you, Win. Aw, thank you, Win. Thank you so much. I know I'm so excited. Just like more and more people coming into this stream. I love it. Thank you. Alrighty, everyone. I will see you on Friday. Bye.